okay, TYT did an upload, an installment titled Oligarchy Assaulting Middle Class Looks Like This, where they talk to a bunch of people and doing how the wealthy people and all of their greed, misdeeds, and everything is hurting the middle class. So I decided to look at this because I thought, how the middle class being hurt? How are they being hurt? They're the ones that voted for Hillary Clinton because everything is all right. And I look at this and it ain't no middle class people. It's a whole bunch of damn working poor people. These people ain't making $44,000 a year. I don't care how many jobs they got. These people are talking about making it on $270 a week. These people are talking about, how they work hard 10 hours a day, how their joints hurt and how it breaks you and you got to keep going no matter what. These people are talking about losing homes. They're talking about driving past broken down homes and how they can't help their neighborhood, how they can't do anything. I'm thinking, you're talking to the poor. Well, not the real poor, not the impoverished. No, that's at the bottom of the rung. That's the scourge that most of the people want out of the country for some reason. But you're talking to the working poor. And I'm going to tell you, TYT politics, y'all fucked up because you're spreading the wrong damn message. You talk about this war on the middle class. You don't know what the middle class is. Do y'all make that much money? You don't know what the fuck the middle class is? Is that what happened? Because these are poor people. These people didn't even have, they weren't wearing casual dress pants and stuff like that. They was wearing thrift store, beat me down rags that you gonna get off the rack. That's what they was wearing. These people, you can look at them and tell they got hard days ahead. Now that they've gone through hard days, no, that's already happening. You're in the middle of it. They got days ahead that's gonna be hard. And you're interviewing them and making titles like this. You should have said something like how the oligarchy is proven to hurt the lower class. Because that's what they are. They're the lower class, the working poor, the people that ain't going to make enough to make it. That's what they are. They make just enough to slowly go into debt and make the rich wealthy and the wealthy wealthier. And you interview these people and you categorize them as the middle class. You're full of shit for doing that. You're fucked up. That's how I feel about it. I can say a lot more. I'm going to let Sidra talk.
I don't have a whole lot to say. Everything about the video was on point because they weren't talking. They were talking to people who were talking about their situations. Not having enough money, living off $140 a week, having to travel to find a job, and the only one you can find is in Wisconsin. They're having to move because it's the only place you can find a job. The people they were talking to were showing the reality of how things are in the country, but whoever put the title on this video, they screwed it up. And of course, there's a fundamental problem in this country of understanding who is middle class. Middle class makes about $45,000-$50,000 a year. They got the standard 2.5 kids, dog, cat, 2.5 cars, credit cards, living beyond their means. That's middle class. These poor people, they don't have any credit cards. They don't have any credit. I ain't got no credit cards. I don't have any credit. If I don't have the money for it, then we just don't have it, and that's it.
How much you make a year?
I think I make it $33,000 a year.
$33,000 a year, and you're supporting me because I can't work. I just simply can't work, and we got a daughter. We do what we do to get by.
Yeah, and we are not middle class, not by any means. We working and living paycheck to paycheck, just like 90% of everybody else, or working poor, that is. And so they mistitled this video greatly. It's not the middle class, it's the working poor. The middle class don't have to worry about people dumping bodies in an abandoned house in their neighborhood. That's not going to happen. That's only in the poor neighborhoods, the rural neighborhoods, the urban neighborhoods.
The outer city.
There are plenty of poor white people living out in the country too who are the working poor. They just work elsewhere. They might have voted for Trump thinking that he's going to do something better for them, but they're not going to be any better off than we are, whether you're Latino or African American, white, Asian. If you're working poor, you're working poor. You're all in the same boat. But yeah, they whoever put the title on this video, that's where they screwed up, because they're putting a false perception out there. Everybody's fighting for the middle class. Let's say the middle class, but many people don't talk about the working poor. The working poor are the backbone of the country. People look down on them. You just work at McDonald's, but if they weren't there, you wouldn't get your burger. You just work at Walmart, but if you weren't there, you wouldn't get your cosmetics or your tampons or your diapers. Don't look down on working poor. They keep this the minimum financial economical shit afloat so that you can go out and get what you need.
Like I said, don't turn your nose up to this work, to the working poor or the poor. Don't do that. No, you need to turn them into the middle class. That's what you need to do. Give them more money. Either give the working poor, the lower class, more money, or lower the prices back to where it was in the 80s so that the lower class would be the middle class again. And then the middle class, which is actually smaller than the lower class, because that's how the pyramid scheme works. You've got the poor, which outnumbers the working poor, which outnumbers the middle class, which outnumbers the upper class. And then you've got beyond, which would be your Koch brothers and everyone that's buying the politicians. When you're able to buy politicians, that's when your ass is above the upper class. You're beyond that. And when you can buy a politician, and everybody knows politicians are bought, you know what that means? Everybody knows that corruption is running rampant, and they keep wanting it. No, you can't buy a politician, but you can damn sure let the ones that aren't corrupt. You can damn sure get progressive ones. You can damn sure get the ones that's on your side. John McCain was asked, what's the middle class? How much do you think they make? He said $5 million. He didn't even know. How many homes does the middle class have? How many do you have? He didn't know. He couldn't answer either one. He's in that area where middle class to him is beyond upper class to you. You can't even imagine how $5 million would be considered well off.
Yeah, if you make that much money that you don't know how many houses you have and you think $5 million a year is middle class, you don't need to be in office. You need to be somewhere just, I guess, sitting by your pool, wasting away, because you're not doing anything for us. And he doesn't do anything for no one. He's just, riding his veteran prisoner of war status until he has to retire. He doesn't do anything for anyone. He can't, because he doesn't understand. He doesn't connect mentally. He never will, because he's not there. $5 million a year middle class. Nah, he needs to go. People who need to be in office are people who understand how actual people live. Having more than one house, you're not concerned about taxes and all that shit, because you're fine. You're not concerned about, how quickly the next payday is coming, because you're just fine. You're not trying to stretch a detergent or hold out for this till next paycheck. You're just fine. So you don't need to run for office. You don't need to try and serve the people, because you don't know how. You're not connected to the people. So they should just stop wasting their time. Go ahead and retire. Go find them a beach or an island to buy and get the fuck on, and let somebody else who understands what the people are going through actually run for office.
See, that's the thing. You're saying that they need to understand the people. They don't want to understand the people. They just want to understand the corporate money and get paid. That's what they understand. The people want people in there that's going to understand the people, but they keep letting the people that work for the corporations. That's why I say start a new party, a progressive party. We had one once. It died off when Henry A. Wallace was pushed out. We need to get it back. And TYT, you're showing that shit. Not only have you partnered with Google, but now, you can't talk bad about them anymore. Say something bad about Google. Talk bad about their products. I dare you. See what happened. You can't do that. And then you're going to put this shit up here. No, this is an insult. This should be an insult to anyone that sees this. Anyone that sees this should be insulted if they're making $40,000 or less. I'm gonna say that honestly, that's middle class basically. But logically speaking, $44,000 and up is middle class. That's what it is. But 40,000 and lower, this would be an insult. They ain't well off. They are messed up. They don't have much. And if they do, they have just enough. They aren't living. They are not living. They're surviving. They're thriving. in their environment best that they can, but they sure as hell ain't living. Living is where you don't have to worry about your bills so much. You know, I've seen some things on YouTube how much some of these programs getting paid $93,000 a month. That's damn good. I know y'all got to have a lot of expenses, but these people here, they're making at best with all their effort a third of that a month, a third of that a year. I'm sorry, they're making $33,000 a year, and they are hurting. And you titled this as how the oligarchy assaults. I'm thinking, damn, are y'all detached? Do y'all know what middle class is? Do you assume middle class is anyone that has a job, even if it's $1.50 an hour? Because that ain't it. I ain't got much else to say except y'all fucked up. Y'all need to reword that or rethink what middle class is. But you can't go around trying to fool the people with this or fool yourselves or believe in something that's not true. Because this here, those people in that video, as hurting as they are, if they knew you called them the middle class, they'd probably slap you across the damn face for being so stupid. I know I'd want to right about now, because that's fucked up. If you come over here and see how we live, it looks like we live okay. It do. Everything we got is a collection of over damn near 35 years. Everything we got is old over here, but we keep it clean. We keep it clean.